A severe weather event is possible today across portions of eastern Illinois and western Indiana, where several scattered damaging wind gusts and even a couple tornadoes will be possible today. We also have a significant winter storm ongoing in portions of the northern United States, where several areas will see blizzard conditions, and some areas such as the Upper Peninsula of Michigan could see feet of snow from this system. So anyways, let's get straight to this weather forecast. First of all, I'm going to go over the severe weather threat for today and the flash flooding risk for today. So here's our current day 1 outlook. From the Storm Prediction Center, you can see we have a slight risk of severe weather across western to central Indiana, along with the slight risk extending into eastern Illinois there. Looking at our tornado threat, you can see a small 5% tornado risk here across eastern Illinois and western Indiana, especially northwestern Indiana there, where you can see a couple of tornadoes, and in that green area of a 2% tornado risk across Illinois, Indiana, into northwestern Ohio, southern Michigan, western Kentucky. You can see an isolated tornado or two in those areas as well. Looking at our wind threat, we have a 15% risk of damaging wind gusts across eastern Illinois into western and central Indiana, including Indianapolis, Evansville, to the east of Springfield and Peoria there, and our 5% damaging wind risk across to much of the Ohio Valley there into the Midwest. And then our hail risk, we have a small 5% hail risk across northern Illinois, northern Indiana, southern Michigan, extreme northwestern Ohio. That will probably be removed in the next outlook. That's just for some morning storms with a low risk of some hail and some isolated damaging wind gusts as well. Now looking at our excessive rainfall outlook, you can see we shouldn't be too concerned about this area here where we have our severe storms, because in that area the storm's just mainly going to be one event and it's going to be fast moving, so there's not going to be a lot of rainfall. But in western New York, you have a slight risk of excessive rainfall, so watch out for some scar flash flooding in that area. Doesn't look like anything too significant though, no like moderate or high risks of flash flooding in the near future. Next, we are going to look at the winter weather threat. We did actually have a couple snow squalls go across eastern Nebraska, western Iowa, and then we had another one near the Des Moines area in central Iowa. But as you can see, we have a lot of winter weather warnings across the northeastern portions of the country here and the north central portions. You can see we have a blizzard warning across northern Iowa, into western Minnesota, into eastern North Dakota. If we just go to one of these alerts here, let's just pick this random spot here. We will see what they are saying here. You can see 4 to 5 inches of snow and wind gusts up to 45 to 55 miles an hour, potentially even stronger there. And in this area, this is where we have to watch out for a ton of snow, because we can see feet of snow in this area here of the Michigan Peninsula. If you go to these alerts here, you can see it's pretty strong wording in these. You can see total snow accumulations of 10 to 21 inches and winds gusting as high as 65 miles an hour. So significant blizzard conditions there with a ton of snow, a ton of wind. You do not want to be traveling in this, so make sure you have plenty of food, you have plenty of water, preferably food that you can just heat up really easily from like an oven and stuff, or just food that you can already eat. And do not go outside in this. You do not want to be outside in this because it's going to be horrible outside. Looking at our snow probabilities here, for our snow accumulating over 1 inch, you can see as of right now, you can see a very large area is seeing heavy snow across portions of the upper Midwest into the Great Lakes area, and that snow will continue to slowly move off to the east. Even parts of Canada will get a ton of snow as well. You can see by tomorrow afternoon, the snow is off into the northeast and into southeastern Canada there. And then by the time we get into the 31st, you can see a lot of that snow is already clearing up, and there's not as much snow in these areas up here. Looking at our ice here, you can see this is the probability of at least let's go to 1/10 of an inch of ice here actually. You can see generally most of your ice will be up in the northeast and eastern New York, into New Hampshire and Vermont, and also across portions of, I believe that's Ontario, I think. I'm not super good with Canada's geography here. And then you can see as we move forward, the ice will slowly go away, and you can see by the time we get to the 31st, you can see there's really no ice threat, except for maybe Newfoundland area in Canada, and really there's nothing too concerning for ice after midday tomorrow for the most part. Finally, we are going to look at some weather models for how they think the snow event could play out here. We're not really going to look at severe weather models. If it was a more significant day, I would, but I want to keep this forecast as simple for you guys as I can. I don't want to make it super long, so we're just going to look at our models here that can show us how our snowfall will be. So first, looking at the Euro, the ECMWF here, we want to go, actually, let's go back here. We want to go northern here. Let's go up here to the Great Lakes actually, and we're going to go to precipitation. Actually, we're going to go to winter, and we're going to go to total snow accumulation. So you can see off of western Minnesota, we have the rapid snowfall, possibly up to 2 inches an hour of snow there, maybe even 3 inches an hour, which would be crazy. But as we get off to the Peninsula of Michigan here, Upper Peninsula, you can see about snowfall totals of 1 foot to even 2 feet there. And you can see in Ontario there, we have totals over 30 inches, over 2.5 feet of snow in some areas. You can see generally have widespread snowfall of 10 to 20 inches across a decently widespread area there. Now, going to the GFS, let's see, we're going to keep on the same one. You can see, as we go into the future, you can see the snowfall falling rapidly across Minnesota there. Not as high of totals as the Euro though, but you can see as we get to the Peninsula of Michigan, it has some isolated totals above 2 feet there, which is a little more than the Euro, and more widespread totals of around 20 inches. And you can see in Ontario, the total gets up to 34 inches, almost 3 feet of snow. 3 feet of snow is very crazy. You do not want to be outside in that. And you can see generally still a widespread 10 to 20 inches, although parts of the southern region here don't get quite as much snow according to the GFS model. And finally, we're going to look at the GEFS. Or no, never mind. We're going to look at this model then. Actually, I keep mixing these models up. Oh. I guess we'll just look at the NAM. Let me choose a sector. There we go. Let's go to the Great Lakes here, and let's switch to our winter products. And we're going to put on the same thing. And you can see, generally more like the GFS, with more Euro totals there though. Not as pretty as stubborn as the Euro there, but you can see these areas still get as much snow as the Euro. And you can see generally that 10 to 20 inches like the Euro on the GFS across a decent widespread area. And in Canada, it shows that 30 inches of snow, 2.5 feet of snow, which is pretty crazy. But generally the models are in pretty much agreement of the highest snow totals being in this general area. And these snow totals are also, but these snow totals out here are more varying. You can see the NAM has 16.4 inches of snow in that area over GFS, and Euro, if I remember correctly, had less snow in that area. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel so that YouTube will push this weather forecast out to more people, and so that I know you guys like these weather forecasts, so that I can make more of these in the future. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below about what you think about all this, and if you're going to get impacted by the snow or the severe weather, and hopefully this weather forecast was very helpful to you. And also don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so that they can stay informed about the weather, and so they can also see my future weather forecast. And also we have a live stream to cover the severe weather and winter storms later today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you do not miss that. Goodbye.